Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking once more at the 2014 Intimidator UTV diesel truck series, and this Intimidator truck series is powered by a 1000cc Kohler Diesel engine. I believe 2014 was the first year for these Intimidator vehicles, and not too long ago, I think about 2018, 2019, Mahindra got into a deal with Intimidator where they produce these vehicles and then they are sold under the Mahindra brand as the Mahindra Retriever diesel or gas. So there you have some accessories that come standard with the Intimidator truck series, and as you can see, it has a pretty sizable bed. Because it's a UTV, it sits on those little tires and it makes it look very small. But if you pack this next to a regular vehicle, you would see that it's actually quite much longer, and yeah, the driveline components are quite beefy, but it still has a few things that are left to be desired, especially the positioning of some of the engine components and their access. So that's what it looks like underneath the hood. You have some electrical connections, some relays, and of course up front you have the headlight. And the good thing about the Intimidator truck series is that they have provision for additional components. So like for indicator lights, they already have everything pre-wired, but they sell a kit for I think about $300 to $400, which you can purchase, plug and play, and you would have indicator light. So there you see on the front you have a cutout where you can actually install a second set of headlights. I love the big doors with the plexiglass, so you can see through even when you are driving through terrain that is not very visible. Also to the back you have the Lexan glass, so you can see very well. There you have the exhaust, very expensive component. I think the muffler on this thing is about $700 to $800. Insane, yeah, but that's what it costs. So there you have a good look at the cab. It has 3 sitting positions, seat belts are provided, headrests provided. You have a decal there that says 1000 cc's. You have the fender flares, and there's also provision for a winch kit that can be installed up front. So that's what the interior looks like from the driver's position. So the more recent Intimidators actually have a screen, and that screen provides even more information than what I can obtain from the one I have here. The bed, initially it's made of aluminum, and you can see where some of the stickers I had on there have peeled off. The UV rays, they really do a number on these, but for so far the plastics have proven to be quite durable. They've held up really good with time, and that is something to be happy about. Also the bumper in front and all the components, I still don't see any kind of significant rust, so they have really held up pretty good, and it's going soon to be now it's already 8 years, soon it will be 10 years since this thing was built, and so far I'm pleased. It's holding up pretty good. The gear shift mechanism, I will have to do some adjustments. Right now I can shift through all the gears except go into high. So forward high, I'm having difficulty shifting into that. I think it's just the shift linkage that needs to be adjusted. So yeah, so there you have a small fuse box. This one has the heater that has been added, so in winter we can still use this while it's very cold outside. Apart from that, it's a pretty well built machine. I hear some complaints about changing the oil filter. I had a buddy of mine do my oil filter for me, so I haven't really gone underneath to take a close look. I guess I will be doing that one of these days. And then bear in mind the engine is in the back under the bed, and then you have the radiator up front, so you might have some challenges bleeding out the heating system if you actually lose your coolant, or for whatever reason you drain your coolant. So bear that in mind. Be patient. It's one of those deals where you might have to burp, let it cool down, burp just like that over and over and over until you finally get all of the air out of the system. Otherwise, you see in the back it has the LED lighting from the factory, and that was quite revolutionary back in 2014. Doesn't seem like so far long ago, but back then LEDs were the thing, and they were quite rare. That's the exhaust. It's not very solidly mounted, so it moves around a little bit late when the vehicle is idling. But yeah, I also upgraded to a marine battery since I don't drive the UTV all the time, so it has just more capacity and gives me peace of mind. I believe with the weaker battery you might end up having some issues with your Bendix or your starter, so I try to make sure my battery is fully charged. I had that issue, took out the starter, but I didn't do the repair very well, so bear that in mind in case you are having issues with your starter. Check your battery. So thank you for joining me, and this is one other thing I wanted to show. So this is the secondary on the CVT clutch, and you can see where those rollers will stick, and they will make you not be able to gain speed when you are driving the UTV. So if at times you're driving your Intimidator and you feel like you're stuck in a very low speed situation, it could be that those rollers are broken, and so you can't really have the CVT work the way it was designed to work, and change the ratio. So interior is very well protected. The rollover protection system is very solid, well built, and I haven't seen any type of corrosion so far, so knock on wood, hopefully it stays that way. You have a glove compartment right there at the top, check engine light, air filter second, and then the third one is if the engine overheats. That is for the center knob. There is for the inbuilt heater, and on the left you can see the headlight, four-wheel drive, differential lock in the rear, and the green one, I'm not really sure what accessory that is. So that's what the interior looks like. Very easy to keep clean. You can just hose down the whole thing without any worries, and you'll be fine. I really love the big doors. It allows you to see all around, and yeah, that's what it looks like. Really happy and pleased with the Intimidator truck series. Thank you for your time. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.